Hi everyone, welcome to Drive and Fail 38.
Bear left, then go right on the roundabout and take the third exit.
Following sat-nav instructions can confuse a number of people, and that's what I think possibly happened to the Mini driver just in front of this van. Watch the lane they take up now. This is a two-way road. And now they're approaching a roundabout. Do you think they got told to turn right?
Go right on the roundabout and take the third exit, Chobham Lane.
I've had students on lessons try to turn right like this at roundabouts, but luckily enough they had me in the passenger seat. It was good to see that the driver of the Mini didn't get into too much trouble though.
Take the exit.
This driver doesn't even look, but my viewer's got it sussed. Close passing a cyclist is unacceptable. It doesn't matter what you drive or ride, you are always going to find someone who wishes to overtake, and this can happen dangerously. The key is spotting that it's going to happen. This then gives you options. Nice to see my viewer lowering speed to make it less of a risk. I don't tend to feature loads of red light jumping on these compilations because honestly it happens all the time, but we shouldn't get immune from its dangers. In this clip it's the motorists who are putting the more vulnerable at risk, and this one can be lethal. The pedestrians can't see the vehicle approaching in lane 2, and vice versa. It shouldn't do, but it can happen by mistake, so if you're crossing, always check for this. And then you've got the next type of red light jumper, the ones who just don't care. Now, I'm not saying the first one didn't care, but it is a possibility it was just an error. In this clip, it's the more vulnerable putting themselves at risk. Do you think that was a didn't see or didn't care? Overtake a learner syndrome in this clip, and this is terrible, but I must say it was nicely dealt with. But at least the learner car is a metal box, unlike the next clip. Even though the camera footage isn't the best, it does its job, because it records the number plate of this driver knocking this cyclist off on purpose. Thankfully, my viewer's injuries weren't too serious. In this clip, we've got some nice, clean, crisp footage from a VFO A129. I run VFO cameras and have done for many years, and if you'd like to support the channel and are in the market for a dashcam, please check out the links in the description. Here we're watching the white van in front, and their impatience. And all because the yellow car is a little hesitant. Just be patient. But the reason for the yellow car doing as they do is because the target fixating on all these vehicles coming round. As you'll see in a moment, there isn't even a giveaway line in front of the Volkswagen Beetle. But driving on the pavement is despicable. Absolutely the correct thing to do to let the pedestrian across. We won't be long, as there's a gap in the traffic coming. Even if the yellow car wished to be in the left lane, they should have emerged into the right and then done the lane change. When you're approaching a roundabout, it's just as important to watch people behind as in front. If you're at the correct speed, dangers in front are quite easy. It's the ones behind are the tricky ones. This was a cracking spot and save. Well done. I think the blue car recognises their error. Although this first overtake doesn't seem too bad, even though it's breaking the speed limit, you can always spot these type of drivers. And it's no surprise a little further up the road the driver of the green Golf goes one stage further. They had that on the mind well before they did this overtake. Some more pavement driving. Has this ever crossed your mind, just to arrive at your destination potentially 10 seconds earlier? In an earlier clip we looked at the dangers of overtaking at pedestrian crossings, but in that clip we didn't highlight the dangers of parking at them. Just about good enough by the white Audi, but absolutely terrible from the grey one. This will get you points and a fine if you're caught. Don't do it. Those two are absolutely oblivious of the danger that they're causing. They're just carrying on with their conversation. You get to rate my viewers driving in this clip. Marks out of 10 in the comments, please. Why are people braking? This clip was simply called Expect the Unexpected. The more space you have around you, the easier this situation becomes. This situation could mean stolen, or it could mean an undercover police car. Either way, let them get on with it. I do doubt that that was a police car though. What do you think?
In the day, all the car boot sales and stuff are done.
That close pass is simply unacceptable.
Hey, bloody hell!
Although the van driver at the end of the clip does perform a risky manoeuvre, I think my viewer was just as irked at the undertake. Well, let me just add this, an undertake usually only happens when there's been some poor lane discipline prior to it. And that's a perfect description of what goes on here. The left lane's free.
Serving on the parole board. You are there. I just don't think that's appropriate. You think that Grisdale coppers might be good, but I didn't think any idea. Whoa!
Some more pavement driving, but this is a fair bit more reckless. What if a young child stepped out from one of these gates? It doesn't bear thinking about. I have shown this clip on a different video before now, if it looks familiar, but it still deserves to be on a compilation.
She hit every other criteria except, this was the quote, 2,000 followers is under my...
Mistake or on purpose with that clip?
And then this is...
A little reminder, green means go if it's clear. Watch out for people jumping lights. Driving at a sensible speed with plenty of space around you allows you to deal with the unexpected.
We'll build a scooter with no lights on.
That's filmed as well.
Is it?
I'm actually surprised we don't get more clips from car parks. If someone hasn't seen you, use the horn. We've seen a couple of close passes of cyclists in this episode, and this last clip shows us how it should be done.
You should talk
about your remit as an SQP. I would feel it would be more helpful if they acted out the entire scenario instead of saying this is what you should talk about. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And you telling me what I'm going to do, I could have just done that at home. I could have just read the how-to guide at home.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if I'm not going to have at least an in-person demo... Oh god, this incline must be rough.
Yeah, this is rough. And the guy behind me is hassling me, but I'm not going to let him do it. But there's no safe place to overtake, man.
I want him to overtake so bad so we can see the cyclist.
I hope he doesn't, because it's really dangerous. I'm gonna wait until the cyclist is safe. I can't get past.
I don't think you should push the cyclist.
I'm not gonna. I'm not
probably
gonna.
having a hard enough time.
That was something.
Full credit to my viewer for keeping calm under such pressure. Thanks for tuning in everyone, keep safe, and I hope to see you next time.